Mahit, it's been a while. What's up? How are you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you had a good weekend. Speaking of, I just realized I might not have done it has been a very long time. Yeah, I don't think I've seen you in it feels like forever, honestly. It's wild. No, but I hope you've been well. I'm just waiting for other people to come on. I had some issues with my stream and for whatever reason my my stream got like disconnected like 6 times. So I'm just waiting a bit to see if more people come on because I accidentally While I'm doing that, I'm actually gonna do got to do something for my for one of my stories that I'm translating into Japanese. It's I guess I can show you. It's not like you're gonna it shows anything. So like I've got this is one of mine. It's on Shosetsuka ni Naro. And this is my it's How to Tame Your Dragon Girlfriends in Japanese. Dude, college is so stressful. Don't even get me started on college. I hope you're managing, but I get the stress. Like it was rough for me. And if I'm being honest, I think American college is a lot easier than most other countries. So you might even have it way worse than I do. I'm not gonna lie. I think the American college system is kind of fucked up. You don't we don't teach as well as we should be. But give me just a second. I completely forgot that I'm supposed to be posting a chapter in here. Once I do that, I'm gonna get onto Snowbreak. Day did I post this on? Usually I schedule these out, so like I'll schedule out chapters for like a week, and then just each week I update the chapters with a new schedule. So, but I forgot to do that this time because my Sunday was different. Cal, hey, how are you doing? How was your weekend? 53, which means we're on chapter 50. This is the one. That's why. Yeah. I got a Word document for this. We're just gonna copy and paste my translations of my story into your document. Here. And we go. Oh my gosh. We're gonna go. This was Tuesday. Was it Tuesday that I did the updates? No, it's Monday. Monday at 1800. Hopefully it is not 1800 in Japan. No, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Very good thing I did that. Here we go. You know what? That's exactly what I did. So my parents are divorced. So on Thanksgiving, because I have two sets of families, I can't split my attention both ways on Thanksgiving. So um my dad chose to have Thanksgiving this Sunday, and my mom is gonna have Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day. I was over at my dad's this weekend. How was time with your family, Cal? Oh my god, I'm so tired. I need this coffee. I need it. This coffee is necessary for me. By the way, since my cat's not here right now, I figured I'd give you guys a bit of a cat stream with this one here. So, if you know me, like I take my cat outside a lot, and recently, in order to keep him occupied, we've been spending time on the balcony while I work, so that he doesn't bite my ankles when he wants attention, because he's busy looking at everything else. Oh, nice! Where did you guys go? Daiki? Oh, but so like this is him. New gaming. You know what though? A new gaming laptop is good so long as the laptop itself is like solid. But so yeah, before I start playing, this is my cat giving me a heart attack. Daiki, what are you doing? You make me very nervous when you get up there. I don't know if can you even hear that? Yeah, hey. No. No. Please do not. Stay down. Oh yeah, no, you can hear that. I swear to God, you're gonna give me a heart attack if you do this. I'm not letting you outside anymore. Making me nervous, kid. Look at this guy. Crawling everywhere. I might have... So, and I had to put him in a harness. I had to put him in a harness and leash after he jumped onto the railing. Shit made me so nervous. I really did have a heart attack.
Huh? You knew all along? Wow, you're incredible!
This is right, I'm incredible. Alright, so we are now here. We are in Legacy still. But we're in Shuozhou. This is it. This is the last chapter that we have to do right here before we end up where the game started me. Oh, this is your first time seeing Snowbreak. Well, you're in for a treat. You might be a little bit confused, but that's okay. When I first started playing, oh, district called Lundu. We're almost there. This is like the end game before the thing, but oh wait, so Maheen. When I first started playing, so they actually start you in journey mode, and the first thing I played was this, and then they start you here in chapter 14, part 2. It's not even the beginning of chapter 14. It's part 2. So I had no idea who these characters were, why I needed to care about them, what was going on. It was the most confusing thing ever. It was so bad. And then after you beat the game, or beat where they currently are in the story, you can go back and you can play like the beginning chapter. So I've been slowly going through each chapter. And now here we are. We are finally at the end. Like once I beat this, we will be where I left off, which is right here. Hearts in Harmony, Chapter 2, or Chapter 14, Part 2. So before we do anything, though, we gotta do the special chapter, Sands of Secrets. Does this have a, this does not have a prelude. I thought it might. The other one might have a prelude, though. There's Tao. So, about her. What's the plan? And there's me. Plan? What do you mean? Inside Tao's office at Yggdrasil headquarters, she and I stood by the floor-to-ceiling window, looking down at the plaza outside the main gate. I'm hoping so. I want to see how the new Haru plays. I'm curious. Now that I've played all this and I actually know who Haru is, I'm very curious to see like how she is in this new update. Down there, Sunny, Life, Cheng Xing, and Caroline were gathered around two modified Granny Swiftfoot armored vehicles, engrossed in conversation. About that letter from her family, of course. Didn't she tell you? Now, who are you talking about? Oh, you mean the one summoning Cheng Xing home. She did, and I've read it myself. It was cryptic, dancing around the point, but pushing her to return for something that didn't seem urgent. She called them for clarification, but her family wouldn't say a word, insisting she come back for a face-to-face discussion. Yes, you did, Maheen, and congratulations again. I'm very, I'm very happy for you two. I hope living with your girlfriend has been a blessing. Rather mysterious, you might say. You could say that. She's barely slept these past few days, running through every possible scenario. She even dragged me into brainstorming contingency plans with her. Something tells me Cheng Xing doesn't like her family. That's just a guess so far. Detail-oriented, thorough, and connecting dots from the faintest clues to map out every possible outcome. Who does that remind you of? Not me. He doesn't need to be like anyone else. Huh. You certainly are as bold as ever, that's right. The Chadjutant has officially become the Chadjutant. This is the evolution. She laughed softly as she stepped away from the window, settling into her chair with deliberate ease, then reached out to flip through a stack of papers on her desk. Right, I think the last time you were here, you actually said that as well, like you had moved to another city. I don't remember when that was. Wait, how long ago did you guys move, Maheen? That I'm waiting for the weapons and some mats forging. Watch the stream. Oh, are you talking about my stream? Bangalore. I don't think you said anything about where you moved yet last time. When exactly was this move? Was it like a few months ago or like really recent? Because I remember you told me you and your girlfriend did move to another city, but I don't know if it the same city or I don't know. I'm confused. As Genie say, he's saying, Yggdrasil needs to be more bold. Needs to be That's not what he's saying. Yggdrasil needs me to be bold. If the world were truly at peace, I wouldn't bother. Well said. You're a family man now, after all. Should I pencil you in for administrative leave for a honeymoon trip? Sure. And we'll make it back just in time to see more former business partners tearing you and Yggdrasil apart. We exchanged expressionless glances, holding the silence for just a moment before we couldn't help but chuckle. Okay. Got it. So not within the past few months, and possibly not within the time that I haven't. Probably sometime after you watched my last stream would be my guess then. You know, I'm kind of liking that the adjutant has some attitude in this now. He seems much more witty. Now, let's see what Tao says. First it was Cathode Technologies and the Andreotti family. Now it's the G family in Shuozhou. Our enemy has a knack for poaching our allies. But something feels off. Let me guess. You're wondering why the mastermind behind this, whoever it may be, would bother involving Cheng Xing, given her relationship with her family. I wonder what her relationship is like. Exactly. So rather than Rosen, the contents of that strange letter make me suspicious of someone else. Theta. We already know. Well, it would be her turn eventually, wouldn't? Yes, it would. So, Maheen, just a quick update. There are several people, like you work for a company called Yggdrasil, which is like an all-powerful company, and several, like the entire board of directors essentially betrays Yggdrasil and are now running amok in the outside world. And Theta is one of those board members. The last time I saw Pi, I was able to confirm that everyone ousted from Yggdrasil had connections to the demiurges. At this point, Beta? Is that Beta? Is that Beta? Beta, Theta, symbols. I want symbols. Theta, Theta. Blah, 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 blah. We'll do math symbols here. There we go. Pull this up. Pull this up. What am I looking for? No, let's go Greek math symbols. Once again. Yeah, so this one, not zeta. At least that one I got right. At least theta I got right. Zeta? No, it can't be zeta, can it? Doesn't look right. What am I looking for? It? Maybe it is zeta. You know what? For the sake of my sanity, I'm gonna call this person Zeta. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Let's go. Let's keep reading. At this point, Zeta and Theta are the only ones we don't have eyes on yet. So, no. Absolutely not. You won't even let me finish. Baiting near Shuozhou border. The third-party lab that Freetia contacted has confirmed that awakening dust remains a mineral unique to that area. Freetia and I are going for a thorough recon. A light load for a strictly exploratory operation. Once we have what we need, we'll head back to HQ immediately. I want to keep this low profile. If anyone tracks us, I hope it's only after we've already left. You know you've been fighting an uphill battle since the Yaris operation, right? I do. Yggdrasil has an entire company of resources and the famous Heimdall force, and yet we're still running risky missions with skeleton crews. Backup is always late, sometimes non-existent, and it's drawn plenty of criticism, directed toward me as well. Let them talk. The operatives and I trust you, and that's all that matters. She got no words. Adjutant really is. He's a lot more confident now, and I appreciate that. We've gone all in before, haven't we? Remember last time? When I was stationed in New Hentiro, and most of the Heimdall force was sent to Karoo? And what happened? The enemy waltzed right into HQ, killed people right under our noses, and nearly got you as well. I won't let that happen again. Until you're healthy and the Heimdall force is back to full strength, maintaining a stable defense is far more important than going on the offensive. Oh, that's why you should let me finish. Well, my bad. I'm not against your plan to scout outbaiting with Freetia. It's just that... Uh-oh. Adjutant? What does she want? Just as our conversation reached a critical juncture, Fritia's voice echoed down the hallway, cutting through the air. Before I could turn, the door swung open and in barreled Fritia. Oh, and she's dressed in this now! This is probably her best exosuit, honestly. The others were very unflattering. Adjutant! Director Tao! I just got word from the logistics department. Are we scrapping the baiting mission? She seems very disappointed. What are you talking about? We're canceling any field work, but the investigation mission has not changed. Ooh, thank goodness. I thought even that thing was... What thing? Never mind. Forget I said anything. No, not never mind. What is she talking about here? She exchanged a quick conspiratorial glance with Tao before clamming up like a kid almost caught sneaking cookies. It's quite the description. She does kind of remind me of that, though. Ooh. The disaster, huh? I'm kind of curious what the original chapter was like. Meanwhile, Tao rose from her chair and handed me a document she had just pulled from the stack. Yes. I mean, you can pay if you want, but this is probably the most player-friendly gacha game you will ever play. Like, you get every season so far that I've been playing, you get one 5-star character completely free. So it's kind of wild, and you also have for some polls, you have a 100% guarantee of getting the character so long as, like, you make a certain number of polls, so you're almost guaranteed to, so long as you pull enough times. So it's very, very friendly. You can 100% play for free. I've put a little bit of money into it just because I want to support, but you don't have to. The mission is still on, just with adjusted parameters. As you suggested, we're focusing on defense and stability. Spindle system. Practical application test report. Phase 3 results. What's this? Take it with you and read it on the way. They should be back any minute now. She gave my shoulder a firm pat before gesturing at Fritia and leaving the office. Clueless, I walked alongside Fritia as we followed Tao toward the elevator. What you doing over there, kid? My cat, he's right over here. Daiki. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's just sitting there staring at me. Daiki, you gonna come over here? Daiki. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, I'm gonna let it... Oh, you know, he's going back. He's going back. Alright, we're going back to the adjutant and Fritia. Do you know anything about this? Me? Let me think. Do I know? Just tell me the truth. No need to hesitate about anything. Around 6 months ago, there was a research project led by Director Tao, on which I helped out at the start. But later, I became completely focused on my new exosuit prototype, and didn't have time for anything else. Spindle system? Ah! Director Tao! Could it be? Oh, exactly. Come along. I'll fill you in shortly. So, and I remember the spindle system was something that we were part of that was a big part of part 2. Adjutant! This is going to be amazing! Now we have more methods for gathering intel. to look forward to. Moments later, we reached the front gate of the Yggdrasil building. Yet I still had no clue what Freetia was so ecstatic about. But before I could ask, I was almost literally swept off my feet. Darling! There's my girl Fenny. An intoxicating fragrance wrapped around me as Fenny threw herself into my chest with unrestrained passion. Her arms clung tightly, and one mischievous hand darted behind my back to deliver a playful pinch, so the adjutant just got pinched in the ass. Ass pinches are fine. We like ass pinches. The original story never had the spindle system. The rewritten story. Ah. Interesting. That's a pretty big change, too. So, I hear you are planning to sneak off on another trip without us. What's the plan? Bring someone new home one more time? Her teasing whispers brushed my ear, accompanied by the faint sting of her pinch. Benny's raw affection overflowed, flooding my heart with warmth. How exactly do you manage to stay so well informed? My nose is just as sharp as my ears. I can sniff out what my man's up to from miles away. Really? Then maybe you should use that nose to tell me what I'm... Nope! Not in front of all these people. Don't you dare try to make a fool of me in public. I like the back and forth between these two. Her fiery passion was as intense as her love, engulfing me like waves of heat, overwhelming, undeniable, and comforting all at once. All right, I'll let you get back to work. Director Tao, we have brought her back, and she'll be here shortly. Is it okay if I leave the rest to Wednesday? Sure. Nita's already at the training grounds taking company recruits through Heimdall combat drills. Go check on her and make sure everything's running smoothly. You know, I feel kind of bad for Nita because we literally haven't seen her in so freaking long. No problem. Consider it done. With a playful grin, she gave my wrist a quick pinch before heading toward the main building. But after just a few steps, she paused and turned back. Hey, Professor Freetia, I heard we won't have to head out anymore? Huh? That's not true. Just more tools and safety nets. We'll still be jumping into the fray to fight. Wait, what? Haha, I see. I don't see. What are they talking about? With that, she quickly strode away, disappearing around the corner of the long walkway. Quick question. Am I the only one still trying to make sense of what's going on here? Don't be upset, darling. Truth be told, we're all a bit unsure, just like you. 5-star Nita was a meme for a while since she was so neglected. Probably part of the reason she came out for free. That makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Like she definitely feels like a very neglected character, I think, out of all the characters so far. Her and Enya, I think, are the most neglected. It's hard to put faith in something you haven't seen with your own eyes. But looks like it's almost... Oh, here it is. Her gaze shifted to the distant edge of the plaza, where the Granny Swiftfoot vehicle sped toward the front gate. There's Yao. What's with this many people here? Director Tao, Professor Freetia, I thought we were keeping this under wraps. Yawning, Yao stepped out of the vehicle, her eyes scanning everyone present before finally landing on me. Looks like your Shuozhou getaway fell through, Adjutant. You are better off staying here and keeping me company during my afternoon naps. You know what? I could get behind this. I could totally 100% get behind afternoon naps with Yao. She briefly glanced back into the vehicle, Seems like on this job, we'll all be in dreamland anyway. Alright everyone, to the command room. I guess we're going back to the command room with Tao. Oh, okay. See, but that also I mean, I guess to me she feels neglected because I didn't get those limited stories. But I get what you're saying. So she still had parts to play. Anyone who's come into it recently after the limited stories ends just did not get those parts. Heimdall's operational strategy is undergoing further adjustments, effective immediately. So, about this spindle system. Simply put, it's a highly sophisticated VR-based combat simulation system, enhanced and modified with Yggdrasil's technology. The system is built on a massive amount of real-world data collected by field agents working across different regions and environments. It creates fully immersive virtual scenarios. The data gathered by these agents is compiled, uploaded, and processed into a specialized format, allowing the spindle system to reconstruct specific environments with remarkable precision to meet specific needs. Users can step into these simulations and relive everything the agents experience firsthand. The most important thing is that now, with the spindle system, we can study the data the field agents bring back 24/7. Sound, light, temperature, any information hidden within the intricate environments will be detected and captured, even if the agents miss it themselves. That sounds extremely high-tech. The fuck? Why don't we have anything like this in real life? This way, when it's time to deploy the Heimdall force into the field to engage, we can minimize the risk that would have come from incomplete intel. Adjutant, you won't be forced to fight an uphill battle anymore. So this is what you meant by more tools and safety nets. Exactly. After the Years operation, I kept thinking about how to better prepare everyone while minimizing risks during missions. You know, if we had this during New Hentero, we wouldn't have had to re-zero ourselves so many times. So I pitched this idea to Director Tao, and once she approved, we started working on it. Good job, Fritia. I will give you head pats later. I didn't expect to keep it a secret, but building the foundational data took way longer than I expected. Not to mention the technical hurdles. I can't even imagine what sort of technical hurdles would be involved in this. Even now, I can't promise the system will work flawlessly, but... Her words trailed off, a flicker of unease crossing her face as if there was something she wasn't ready to reveal. I'll take it from here. Alright, Tao. Give me the lowdown. Tao stood and took the holographic projector's remote from Fritia. With a sigh of relief, Fritia bounced over and plopped down into a seat beside me in life. Behind me, Changxing remained silent as always, while Yao stretched out her legs, seemingly settling in for a nap. Based on the intelligence we've gathered from multiple sources, Heimdall's primary threats now extend beyond Titagen. The Demiurges must be considered a top enemy as well. However, instead of a direct confrontation, they seem to favor manipulation, crafting elaborate schemes to lure you, into one carefully laid pitfall after another. Her gaze landed on me, her eyes layered with, unmistakable concern. We've all seen what they're capable of. Moving forward, the primary objective for all Heimdall operations will be securing critical intelligence while ensuring the safety of our operatives. Additionally, adaptive training for everyone's new exosuits will be conducted within the spindle system. Wait a minute. I had started to piece together why Tao and Fritia had developed this system. and the enormous safety improvements it promised for Heimdall. But there were questions, pressing ones, that demanded answers now. The field agents who gathered all this data, where did they come from? Former Security Department personnel, Heimdall reserves, and a few trusted contractors. Their loyalty isn't in question. It's not their loyalty I'm worried about. It's their safety. Who is ensuring that? I ensure it. How does Tao ensure it? She rarely made such straightforward promises. Her firm stance now caught me completely off guard. Indeed, in terms of responsibilities, they take on the initial field risks so you and Heimdall don't have to. Each of them believes in your vision, respects your leadership, and wants to contribute however they can. Since I'm the one who chose them for this project, it's my job to provide sufficient measures to ensure their safety. All field agents are equipped with survival pods that can be activated in any emergency. Any emergency? Every member of Yggdrasil is a reflection of you and me. We must protect that reputation. No injuries, no tears, no humiliation. That is our standard. She seems awfully passionate about this. I don't think I've ever seen an exclamation mark being used when Tao talks, until this moment. If we can't help ensure that, I'd rather not deploy them at all. Besides our limited number of manifestations, you and your team have also earned widespread renown. When investigations have to be conducted low profile, without evidence or justification, the field agents must go in first. Someone's calling me, but I'm not answering. That's why I called off the investigation you and Phrygia planned for Beijing. One of our agents has been stationed there for quite some time. 6 months ago, Boo Boo was sent to Beijing for on-site investigation and surveying, but soon after, she ceased contact with us. So in Boo Boo, I remember Boo Boo because she was the one that was involved in the chapter part 2, but I think she was injured. So I guess this is when she gets introduced, because I haven't heard of her until this point. It wasn't until a week ago that we finally received her signal again, and now she's been brought back. You and Phrygia can start your investigation using the data she collected, which has already been integrated into the Spindle system. She's back, isn't she? I'd rather meet her in person than rely on secondhand data. Uh-oh. That might be tricky, Adjutant. Yao suddenly chimed in. I turned to see her sitting uncharacteristically upright, her usual laid-back demeanor replaced with a sharp look. You can see her, sure, but I doubt she'll be able to tell you much. Why is that? She's in a deep coma. Her consciousness completely shut off. The medical department is trying to figure out a way to rouse her. A different character was introduced, but she was entirely deleted. Right, so I think, I know Cal mentioned that this entire chapter was actually rewritten. And I think Tin Can might have shown me the character that was Boo Boo, that Boo Boo was gonna be, the original Boo Boo. I think it's in... I'm gonna go into my Discord for a second. Scroll. Where's the original? So someone, I think Tin Can shared it in here. The character that was going to be Boo Boo. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think I'm right. Past her, the blue one. I was just scrolling. Blue one. Did I pass her again? Please tell me I didn't pass her again. This one. This was the supposedly, I think this was the original Boo Boo. And then they created the new Boo Boo. Still cute. Though I do think the current Boo Boo is hotter. This chapter is documented. What do you mean by that, Daviz? A surge of indescribable emotion overwhelmed me, accompanied by a faint sting in my palm. Okay, so someone's got it somewhere on YouTube. I might have to watch the original chapter just to see what it's all about. I am a little curious, to be honest. Turning my head, I realized life had silently grasped my hand, and her eyes focused on me. So, babies, you're in my Discord, right? If not, you mind if I ask you to rules? Here we are, rules. To pop in real quick and send. If at all possible, I'd like to ask you a favor to pop in at least long enough to link me that YouTube video. So I'm probably gonna watch that sometime after this. Try to stay calm, darling. I like how she calls me darling. Situations like this aren't new. Once activated, the survival pod encases the agent in a nearly invincible cocoon, keeping them safely isolated from all external threats. But naturally, before the survival pod is activated, there is no way to protect them from the heat of battle. Adjutant. Got it. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that a lot. If you don't find it, I'll scroll through YouTube as well and seek it out. Regardless, you're the one actually leading Heimdall. What I just laid out is simply an option from my perspective. The final decision is yours, Gino. And no matter your choice, the company will still fully support you. We've come this far. No point in hesitating or second-guessing now. This agent went through so much to bring us this data. I owe it to her to see this through. Pritia, when can we start? Whenever you're ready, Adjutant. Good. Let's get started right away. So, and I just realized, actually I realized this like 20 minutes ago into this, that we did not finish Azure Paradise. I completely forgot. We're not even halfway through. So we're actually going back here. I apologize, you guys. I'm really sorry. I completely spaced on this. Yes, we're not even done with this limited edition rerun of Azure Paradise. So since this has a limited time, we have to finish this quickly. Maheen, this is set between the chapter that I just started and the previous chapter, chapter 13, which is the new Hentiro operation. So this is like this was a limited time event where we go to a water park and get closer with the various women in the adjutant's harem. Platform propulsion has come to an end. Did I already watch this one? God, congratulations. I know. I'll say it next time. The fun challenge is next, right? No, I don't think I saw this one. But there's no card in the gift box this time. Nya. Nya. I still like her, Nya. Heh. That's because the final fun challenge has been decided from the very beginning. I'm curious, are you not a huge harem fan? Britia tilted her head playfully. Suddenly, she whipped around and pulled a beanbag out from behind her. Then, with a twist of her wrist, she threw it in front of us. As you can see, Purple Team, you're going to be competing in a 4v4 beanbag toss against a mystery team. Beanbag toss? Right? Beanbag toss. What the what? You know, I think in Arizona, I think this is a game, I think we call it cornhole maybe? The rules are simple. At the start of the game, there will be multiple beanbags on the field. There are 2 actions to do with them. No, I get that. So, in real life, I'm monogamous. Like, I could never love more than one person. And I think the idea... No, you're not weird. I think in real life, the idea of having multiple partners is actually horrendous. Like, I don't actually think it's a good idea IRL. But in fiction, I get the appeal. I find it very appealing because it's the idea. It's more the idea of having multiple members of the opposite sex find you attractive, as opposed to wanting it in real life. Like, in real life, having a harem would probably drive anybody nuts. Like, I don't care if you're a girl with a harem of dudes or a dude with a harem of women. You are going to be driven absolutely fucking insane if you have multiple members of the opposite sex in your in relationships. It's only fun because it's fiction. And I say this as someone who once had like a I don't know if you call it a poly relationship. And there are these 2 girls that I slept with in college. And they were in a relationship with each other. And they sort of invited me in. And it was not fun. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They're great girls. They were great girls. Very fun people, but the relationship was not fun for me, personally. So, I think from that experience, I can say that harems are only fun because they are not real. I could never see myself ever doing something like that ever again for as long as I can live. Honestly, that's kind of what it felt like to me. No, I was originally invited as like a one-time thing because they wanted to have a threesome. And, to be honest, the threesome sucked. I spent more time worrying about whether or not I was going to be able to please 2 women than I did actually enjoying any of it. And then, like, afterwards, it kind of became, like, a regular theme for them to invite me around. But I didn't feel comfortable. Aside from just the fact that I felt kind of like a third wheel, there was also a lot of guilt involved in it. So it was not a pleasant experience. But even like with supposing it hadn't started the way it had, I think another issue is just as far as I'm concerned, there's just too much estrogen. And I think, if a woman has, like, a harem of men, it's too much testosterone. Like, the opposite sex, more than one of the opposite sex will drive you absolutely fucking up the wall. And I say this with all love. I love Like, with all love and respect, it's just you don't want to live with more than one member of the opposite sex, unless like you have daughters. unless you're married unless you're a guy and you're married and you have daughters, that's fine. But like, you don't want more than one partner. You'll be driven mad. Yeah. A part of it was new. A part of it was also like, they'd. I don't know if you've ever listened to two women talk, but it's very fast, and I can't contribute. Like, it felt a lot like I was just sort of sitting there looking pretty, which is odd because I'm not attractive. But it felt like I was just sort of sitting there and watching a lot of the times. Like, I didn't feel like I could contribute to their conversations. I didn't feel like I could contribute to anything other than, providing muscle. When we'd go shopping, I'd be the ones carrying the bags, or when one of them was on their period, I'd be the ones going out to get tampons and ice cream and whatever else they needed. But like, outside of like the things that I feel like I was kind of supposed to do as a boyfriend, I didn't feel like I could really contribute in any other meaningful way. And it was mostly them. And I would like, they were like this, and I was over here. So, just my personal experience, polyamorous relationships do not work. Yeah, very, very difficult stuff. Very difficult stuff. So, and this is also why women need female friends and guys need male friends. So, any of you people watching my stream, never neglect your same-sex friends. There are some things you can only do with members of the same sex. The rules are... Oh, right, I've already read this. 1. Throw the beanbag to hit an opponent. 2. Dodge or catch a beanbag thrown by an opponent. If you get hit once, you're out. The game will end when all the members of Team 1 are out. The reward and punishment system is the same as before. If you win, you'll get 1 point. If you lose, 1 point will be deducted. Okay. If you don't have any questions, you guys can get ready and we can start. Wait a minute. Who's on this mystery team? Curious, are we? The rules say I can't tell you. But since you really want to know, Adjutant, I'll tell you guys ahead of time. She's part of the team. Wait, what? It's a bunch of Freetias. Holy what? Your opponents will be me, or rather us. Can she shadow clone herself? Are these shadow clone Freetias? What the mother? What is going on here? I never would have guessed Professor Freetia would make so many identical robot lookalikes of herself. Okay, so these are just okay. They look very like her, though. Only an Academica Acropolis alumnus would have such bad taste. Where's your Nya? Mauser. Right, you're one to talk. Even though they look identical, they're probably much stronger than Freetia. As for how much, well, there's no way to know. Well, so Freetia's a manifestation, though, so shouldn't she be stronger than her robots? Yeah. So, I have a plan for this round. A plan? I nodded, subsequently explaining my plan to the girls. It had better be a damn good plan. After we were all ready for the game, we were led to the wharf in front of the hotel. Focus. The whistle is going to blow in a bit. Stick to the plan and we'll take the Freetias down. Okay, I'll get the Freetias' attention. You know, women do have some interesting gossip to tell. I will say that much. Women gossip a lot more than guys too, so they get all the good stories. The only thing I think some guys have is they some of my male friends, they have some really interesting stories to share about like their dates or people they meet when they go out to bars. But if you want like gossip, women. There's a reason Gossip Girls is named such. Cherno. Then Murso and I will handle the robot lookalikes. And I'll catch the frisbee, yeah. They aren't frisbees, they're beanbags. Anyway, Mauser will be on defense. Okay, got it. What a cocky bunch. They actually broadcasted their plan right in front of me. They're seriously underestimating me. This time, I'm going to make sure you guys suffer. Uh-oh, she's gonna make us suffer. Both teams, please take your positions. Ready, set, go! And we're off to the games. Marianne, on me! Okay, I'm covering you. This is so intense. I can't even see them move. The second the game started, Marianne and I raced to the center of the field, grabbing one beanbag each. You talking about Freetia? She's totally bratty. Watch this! With that, I rapidly aimed at the real Freetia hiding in the back, tossing a quick shot at her. She caught the adjutant's attack! I saw you through your plan from the beginning. You're in Type A Freetia's sights. Type A Freetia. Oh, because this is the original. That's exactly what I was counting on. Cherno, Murso, now! What? Hup. 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 With that, with Cherno's dainty roar, a beanbag launched from her hand like a cannonball, flying straight toward Type A Freetia. Murso's help made this attack especially powerful, and Type A Freetia was struck in the arm while distracted. With that, she was out. Wah! Wah, wah, womp womp. But soon after, Cherno was hit by the Pajama Freetia robot. Our whole team was gathered around me, and she was caught off guard. Then, she lasered in on me. Nya! 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 Fortunately, Mauser popped up just in the nick of time and caught the beanbag for me. Then, she lobbed it toward the Freetia Hush robot, which was focused on Marianne. Another sneak attack. However, we didn't succeed this time. Pajama Freetia sacrificed herself, protecting Freetia Hush from the attack and getting eliminated in the process. Time to show you what I'm made of. Super Type G Freetia transform! Use Gravity Toss! Is this Pokemon? That looks bad. Adjutant, watch out! Mauser attempted to block the attack from me once again. But she wasn't expecting this special Super Type G Freetia to have a beanbag containing a gravity trap. The immense gravitational pull immediately knocked her off course. Just like that, with dull hits to our shoulders, Mauser and I were both out. So, it's all about the items you have, Nya. The rules don't say you can't use items. That only leaves Marianne. Super Type G Freetia, attack! With this order, the real Freetia and Freetia Hush began hurling beanbags toward Marianne simultaneously. Well, the real Freetia's throws weren't much of a threat, but Freetia Hush threw with explosive pinpoint accuracy. This, paired with the gravity traps, made it almost impossible to beat her. However, when a beanbag made contact with Marianne's body, it went right through her! Does that mean? Oh, she switched into her outfit. Not even giving her time to think, a beanbag sailed out from behind the projection of Marianne, hitting the formidable Freetia Hush robot. A Marianne on the battlefield with just a projection? That's right, but there's no need for me to hide anymore. Indeed. The game was finally down to 1v1. At the same time, all of the suspense had disappeared. Sorry, Freetia. Wah! Wah! With a beautifully straight throw and a thump, the fun challenge officially came to an end as the beanbag hit Freetia's chest. Darn it! Why did my Super Type G Freetia fail? Because you were up against me. This would have been the perfect time for the adjutant to say, "Omae wa mo shinderu." Huh? So, you getting hit by the gravity beanbag in front of me was also... Yep. I purposely had Marianne acting it out for you. Unsurprisingly, it looks like I'm still way more naive than you, Adjutant. From a certain perspective, you're much more naive than anyone. There's Caroline with a sharp rapport. Freetia is pretty naive. Freetia puckered her lips, let out a soft huff of protest, and shook her head in an exaggerated little shake. No, no, no! I want a rematch! Brat Freetia strikes again. No matter how many times we play, the outcome won't change. Don't get all worked up, Freetia. This fun challenge is over and the result is clear. The Adjutant won. Acacia, who had just docked the yacht, hopped down and walked over to us. She took the scoreboard from Freetia and drew a large circle on it. Congratulations to the purple team. You earned another point. Your total score is now 18.5. It should be smooth sailing from here. Nya. It was all thanks to the Adjutant's plan. Juno's got such a bright smile now. I wish I could have seen the limited time event she was in. Unlike everyone else who was smiling excitedly, Acacia suddenly furrowed her brows. Oh no, what's wrong? She quietly moved closer to me, gently tugging on my sleeve and speaking in a mysterious whisper. Adjutant, let's talk for a moment. Sure. We're going off. Even though she hadn't elaborated whatsoever, I could tell she was wrestling with something. Acacia pulled me by the sleeve over to a corner with a vending machine. The Adjutant and Acacia? What's up? Are you in some kind of trouble, Acacia? Adjutant, you're the one in trouble. I am? Acacia let out a long sigh. A hint of worry revealed itself in her downturned gaze. I have to remind you that the next round is the last one. Have you decided which team to back yet? If the blue team wins, it might make the sensitive purple team upset the rest of the vacation. But if the purple team wins, the determined blue team won't admit defeat. They might even try to launch a counterattack after the competition ends. But no matter what happens, the final blame will be placed on you. Acacia stared at me seriously as she listed off the possible outcomes. Of course, I can secretly balance things out if you need me to. I can make sure both sides... That's not... Shake your head to interrupt her. That's not necessary. I'm pretty sure the adjutant's got a plan. No matter who wins, it will be because of our effort and teamwork. Isn't that worth celebrating in itself? Huh? It's true that we're all really different. There's nothing wrong with giving someone extra support if they need it. That's how we've always done things. But if you abuse your power to make everything equal, turning everyone's hard work into meaningless points, the way I see it, that's just another kind of bias. And what are you gonna do? I think the key to solving a problem like this isn't about some kind of outside balance. It's about communicating how we feel. What a smart guy. All I can promise is that I'll treat every one of them with the same care. I'll listen to and remember their desires and determination. I'll understand and respect their effort. I'll care about and respond to their feelings, happy and sad. And I'll do everything I can to stand up for them when they need me. That's how I'll always feel, and it's exactly what I'm going to do. Acacia's eyes were like crystalline gems, glistening with recognition and admiration as she stared at me in the sunlight. When I noticed this, I leaned it down and rubbed her head. But thank you for worrying about me. I can see how hard you and Fritia have been working. Wait, didn't you forget someone? Of course. Caroline has been working hard too. Didn't you say you treat each and every one of us with care? Shit, am I gonna have to... I might have to leave soon. Give me a second. I am so sorry, you guys. I think I'm gonna have to leave after this. I can put this on break, and come back to it, but I just made a little mistake. With that, I rubbed her face, trying to make her forget all about my slip-up just now. Fine. I'll believe you for now. But I still want you to take this. Yeah, so, I get adjusted once a month. Like, I go to a chiropractor and get adjusted once a month for routine maintenance. And I scheduled a month out every time I go in. So I need to get myself snapped back into place. She placed a small button in my open palm. If you need my help, just press it. If that happens, I'll think of a way to give you some outside support. So Babiz, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put this on. Hey you. Here. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't trust you. I just feel better if you take it. Seeing her serious gaze, I didn't refuse this time. I slipped the button into my shirt pocket. A relieved smile appeared on Acacia's face. Well, I need to head to the warehouse and get some stuff ready for tonight. Yeah, let me bring this down for you guys real quick. Ow! Smacked myself in the face. Okay. You are doing great, Acacia. I'll be back to the I'll get back to the competition now. So, okay. What I'm gonna do... Cat's gone. So what I'm gonna do... There you go. What I'm gonna do right now is... I'll put this on break. Wrong one. Sorry, give me a second. I don't always remember which one is which. Be right back. Be right back. This is the one. We gotta change the size. Transform. So taking a short break. Be right back. Should I post it on the... Oh yeah, post it on the gamer Discord. So the gamer Discord channel is where you can post anything. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go on break, and I will be back probably within like an hour to an hour and a half. And I'll notify everyone in the Discord. So if you want to stick around, if you want to be in the Discord, feel free. I'm gonna type this right now. That will be... I have an appointment. And we'll be back around 3 p.m.-ish. Time is what? What is it? Arizona. Yeah, Arizona time is... It is MST. That's what I was thinking. MST. I appreciate you, Cal. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your understanding. I'm always mixed up when I get these going on. So I got that thing. Also add. I'll add. Box. Media files, text files, images. I need chat. Chat box. Chat box. The chat box right here. So this way, everyone can see what's going on. And feel free to chat amongst yourselves if you feel like it. I apologize in advance. I'll put on some music. Just so you guys aren't freaking sitting here listening. Spotify. It's gonna have to be copyright free stuff, but there we go. Put this on repeat too. Like I said, I'll be back around 3 p.m.-ish. And if you guys stick around, I'll be grateful. But if you don't, join my Discord. And I will get back. I'll notify you guys when I'm on. Alright, gotta go really quick. I'll be back. Thank you guys.
Changes around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find
so, funny story, you guys. I yeah, let me change this. I hey you. I went to my chiropractor appointment and found out that my appointment is not until 3:30. So I was an hour and a half early. So yes, I was an hour and a half early. I apologize for that, you guys. Um, that was my bad. As that was my bad. I am so sorry. But we are back, and we're gonna start this off. We're gonna start off this with a cat stream. We're gonna. Okay, cat stream is complete, and now we go back to our regularly broadcast. Uh, Okay. Okay. Catstream is complete. Hopefully he is satisfied for now. Looks satisfied. He comes back up, might have to take another break because the Overlord will demand attention, but so long as he's just chilling there playing with my screwdriver, that's fine. I do mean that literally. He actually has the screwdriver that I was using to fix my computer when I was having some computer issues. With that, Marianne, who had been hiding in the shadows, bit her lip as she watched the adjutant. She watched as the adjutant left. Just as I thought. It's always been like this. Has Shinu always been doing everything he could to meet our expectations? Oh. Marianne, did you see the terminal I left here? No. I just got here too. Marianne's heart leapt out of her chest. She quickly spun around and began pressing buttons on the vending machine at random. That vending machine isn't plugged in. Really? A slight flush bloomed on Marianne's face as I exposed her. Uh-oh, she'd been exposed. After hesitating for a moment, she lightly bit her bottom lip. I'm sorry, I actually heard everything you and Acacia said just now. Seeing her uneasy expression, I simply smiled. What's there to apologize for? It makes it seem like I did something wrong. That's not what I meant. I just feel like Is something I said bothering you? No, actually, it's the opposite. The girl took a deep breath, switching to the offensive. I just feel like I'm so lucky to have met you. Someone who I can truly connect with. That sounded like a kiss. Standing on her tiptoes, Marianne placed a soft kiss on my cheek. Even though you have to go compete for Katya's team next, I'll still be cheering for you. Cat just brushed against my leg. I'm always worried when he brushes against my leg that he's gonna bite my ankles. Huh? Adjutant? I didn't say another word. I just reached out and held her in my arms. Sure enough, when two people have a connection, they can feel each other's heartbeats. Might have went to get something to eat. All right. Next, I think this is the next battle, or the next game, I should say. And they saved the best for last.
Don't worry. This height is nothing for me.
Hands down, out of all
Let's
of the
go.
girls
No more
in
fun to be
this
had here.
crazy coaster, contestants must ride the roller coaster and destroy as many balloon boxes as possible in the way. So, not gonna lie. So, out of all the girls in the current event, Katya is definitely hands down the top.
Sky Racer. Please keep your head and arms inside the windows at all times.
This car doesn't even have windows.
Track obstacle detected ahead.
Uh-oh.
Catapult device activating shortly.
Huh? A catapult,
Catapult
device?
device. That doesn't sound good. Uh-oh. Oh, that's what it meant. I mean, so Fenny and Mia are also in my T3. So, and I still like Fenny more than Katya. Katya is just, great.
Don't worry, it'll be over soon.
Gotta wait for that.
Is this the highest point? What? Cold sweat? No, it's just water.
Just water.
But thank you for looking out for me.
Is she talking to the adjutant right now? And we're done. I'm pretty sure I got all of them.
All done. So easy.
100%.
How about we go do something?
So, I mean, design-wise, maybe. I think design-wise, Mia is probably my favorite. And then after that, it's the Chang Xing who's got the Chinese dress design, which we see in Chapter 14, Part 2. But yes, as far as design goes, Katya is one of the best. In answer to Kagi Neko, I didn't see your comment for a second there, so I apologize. Oh, here's Caroline again. Crazy Coaster has come to an end. The contestants have received a perfect score of 5 points. Congratulations. Your score was perfect too. Yeah, no surprises there. That's what happens when you put the adjutant and Katya together. It's true. Oh! Mr. Otak, hello! How are you doing? I'm actually also fairly new to the game. Like, I only started playing, almost like a month ago now. Maybe not even a full month ago. So, but I'm also enjoying the game immensely. You new look. Marianne and them are looking at us. Why don't we do a more intimate pose? As Katya said this, she pretended to be delicate and fragile, leaning against my chest. Ah, Katya, you still haven't recovered from your little spill in the water just now? How fake. I think this is friendly fire, Katya. Really? Sorry. Oh, you're 5 days in. Well, feel free to friend request me. In fact, after this, I might friend request you. Just post your ID and the link in the comments, and I can friend request you. Even though she apologized, her eyes were brimming with cunning playfulness. All right, enough messing around. Let's hurry up and finish our last fun challenge. Fritia, could you... she didn't look good. I looked over to find Fritia holding an ice pack to her chest. What? I got bruised from the beanbag. I'm going to sit this one out. Acacia is getting things ready for the closing ceremony tonight, so I'll be your opponent this round, blue team. Caroline's gonna be our opponent. No, that's a surprise. I think so. I'm in the North American server. So if you are not in that one, I'm not sure if we can friend request each other. This scene, huh? Bro, you hyping this up? What's gonna happen here? Do you have a combat form we don't know about, Caroline? What are you talking about? Of course not. Anyway, fun challenges aren't just about testing your strength or teamwork. Don't forget, using your brain power to strategize on the fly is important too. Is it finally time for me to shine? Your last challenge is... Uh-oh, she's winking at us. This seems dangerous. With a crisp snap of her fingers, Caroline lifted the curtain behind her. A massive retro arcade game suddenly came into view on the wharf. An arcade game? You need to beat me at Let's Go Heimdall, the latest virtual party game Acacia developed. What does this have to do with brain power? Huh. Take a look. Let's see what this is. Caroline smiled. Then, in front of everyone. Eh? She pulled her ponytail right off! And there's a hidden data... Wait, there's a hidden data cable in her ponytail? What? I don't remember which scene. Yeah, Let's Go Heimdall is just their parody of Fall Guys. That makes a lot of sense. That sucks. I mean, you can still join the Discord, my Discord, and chat with it about me on there. There's a hidden data cable inside her hair. What the mother... So that's where her cerebral interface was hiding. Nya. So Caroline's an android? No fucking way. This brain power challenge is seriously intense. Connection established. Blue team, are you ready to accept Caroline's challenge? The rules are simple. At least one of you needs to make it to the end while playing in survival mode to win. She very well might be. I have the game. In fact, in the latest, not this recent update, but in the previous update, I got both Nayuta, or not both. I got Nayuta, Red Hood, and Liberalina. I don't remember how you pronounce her name, but I got all three of those Nikkes in the last update. I even got Nayuta to 3 stars. If all of you are eliminated, you will lose. The reward and punishment system is the same as it was for the beanbag toss. If you're ready, everyone can pick up their controllers and start the game. With that, Caroline's avatar disappeared from the arcade screen, replaced by the startup menu. I'm all ready to go. I don't even need to get ready. Let's do this. I don't really play video games. I'm counting on you guys for this round. Especially you, Adjutant. Sure. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Thanks to Acacia, I'm great at retro games. I patted Chengxing on the back, picked up a controller, and pressed the start button. We then began an entirely new adventure. I am too. You know what? We also, if you listen to Tin Can, Kagineko, and Cal, I think every single update we get a free 5-star character. So, I just need to push on the joystick, and that little person will move forward? Yep. Actually, it'll go in whatever direction you push it. Wait! Katya's blocking my person! If that happens, you just need to push the joystick in the opposite direction to move. I fell down. Chengxing is out. I didn't think I'd lose in a challenge based on brain power. No, this has nothing to do with that. It looks like there are still some spinning railings up ahead. Yeah, you can either jump at just the right time or go around them. Okay. And I'll give it a shot. Eh? I got knocked off! Oh dear. Enya is out. I didn't think jumping around in a game would be this hard. So you're talking about Haru, I think, as well right now. We were only halfway through the level and our team had been eliminated. In the end, half our team, Katya and I, were the only ones left. I didn't expect you to be even better than me, Katya. You're so fast. Huh. To be honest, I'm pretty surprised myself. But the hardest set of obstacles is up ahead. We'd better play it safe. Ba-da-bum. For me, this level isn't even... This thing is speeding up? Oh, and she fell. Katya is out. What? So it's just me. It seemed as if that obstacle's speed would automatically adjust to the player's speed. It was time to use the trick Acacia taught me. By moving the joystick quickly and erratically, I could temporarily disable the game's judgment system. Don't push so aggressively there. That sounds not sexual at all. However, the second I started using my secret technique, the machine made a strange sound. My consciousness is still connected to the arcade machine, Adjutant. Please be careful while you're playing. Oh, there we go, Kagi Neko. Coming in at the clutch. Sorry, but it's down to the wire. I can't worry about that right now. It's coming up. A swinging lever. I had to use the same trick again. Secret skill. Non-stop jump. Wait! If you keep pressing that, I'm going... What's she gonna do? I'm going to what? Kids shouldn't watch this, nya. Why are you covering my eyes, Mauser? The last obstacle is a pendulum. Then it's time for another technique. Secret skill? Oh dear. I'm hearing fireworks. Did Arcane Caroline just orgasm? Something unexpected had happened. Before I could use my secret skill, the game in front of me froze with a charming cry. And Caroline's real body also woke up. Her face was beet red. She was biting her lower lip and staring at me menacingly. Adjutant, you idiot. So basically, our maneuvers just caused the arcade virtual Caroline to orgasm and launched her clear out of the arcade. Is this right? Is this what I'm getting from this? Am I correct here? Because if so, that's kind of wild. That's just great. Now the arcade machine is broken, and we can't keep playing. But according to the rules, they technically didn't lose. Bruh, what? That's wild. I mean, it's funny. It's funny, but like, oh my god. Why don't we just say we won? Considering the adjutant's performance, the result is clear anyway. Do not fist. You know what that reminds me of? I don't know if you guys have ever seen that meme. The plug meme. I understand where you're coming from, Katya. But from my perspective, I can't accept an outcome like that. I'm sorry. Is there any way to keep playing the game? He pretty much beat it already. Why don't we ask the adjutant? After all, we're not really qualified to decide what happens next. I looked at the girls standing around me, anxiety and expectation clearly visible on their faces. I did my best to calm down and start thinking about the best way to satisfy everyone in this situation. We're going to do a flashback, but I still want you to take this. If you need my help, just press it. If that happens, I'll think of a way to give you some outside support. Ah, right. I realized Acacia might have a way to reset the game back to where it just froze. Then I could finish the challenge from there. Without a doubt, it was the most uncontroversial approach. With that in mind, I pressed the button she had given me. Meanwhile, Acacia was standing in the underground warehouse on the man-made island, performing the final inspection of a full-scale Kundum model. Kundum model. A Kundum model. The thrusters and weapons are perfectly in line with my design requirements, all while considering practicality. Ritia, you did good. I'm gonna use this big guy to bring the excitement to a head at the closing ceremony tonight. Is that the alarm I gave the adjutant? Acacia stopped what she was doing and opened the surveillance video. The signal is super weak. Looks like the surveillance system still needs some time to recover. Well, I'll just have to make do. Let's see what happened. We won. The result is clear. Katya, I can't accept that. Beat it. So she's not getting, like, all of the information here. Adjutant. Not really qualified. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Has it really come to this? I need to save Genu from this lovey-dovey bloodbath ASAP. Oh, dear. Something tells me she's not quite on the same page as everybody. Yep, good old misunderstandings. Is that button really going to call Acacia? It seems like nothing happened after you pressed it. Maybe she's busy and didn't hear it? Why don't the adjutant and I go look for her in the warehouse? Ritia was just about to drag me off when a tin can suddenly fell from the sky. A tin can? Eh? Who threw this soda can? Everyone, cover your mouth and nose! That wasn't a soda can at all. It was a smoke bomb. A pair of giant hands reached through the thick smoke, picking me up and lifting me up high. It's the Snowbreak Akuma? What's it doing here? Adjutant? Let him go. Oh dear. Their rubber bullets only made dull sounds as they bounced off the steel plating. The girl's current firepower was completely useless in the face of such a large enemy. As the enormous engine roared to life, it carried me off into the air. Stop them! Stop them! Other than the electromagnetic barrier left behind for the girls, they also had to contend with countless drones aiming right at them. Well. Good old misunderstandings. We can always count on those to give us an entertaining time.
I'm happy that you chose me again.
Did anyone get a good look? What was that thing that took away the adjutant?
A berserk robot. Could it be from before? No. These robots haven't lost control. They're still operating according to their commands. Whose commands? Acacia's. I saw. Oh, quick break, everyone. Always happy to serve.
Hey, let's do the Z.
Leave it to me.
Bum 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 bum. Ooh, that's good. I like that.
Let me clear the way for you. Unforgivable. Gotcha, gotcha. Leave it to me. Don't push yourself too hard. If only there were another way around this. Leave it to me.
Uh-oh.
Darkness! Obliterate!
remember what. I don't even know what that
Don't push
does.
yourself too hard.
Ooh.
To protect and embrace everything.
Dear Lord.
Leave
I
it
feel like
to
that
me.
didn't do a whole lot, but whatever. Boom.
Just a moment. I'll have it done in no time.
Oh.
She's the one who snatched away the adjutant?
Hey, where are we going?
But why?
Who knows? Maybe she's jealous of us.
My turn? I didn't know Acacia held such a big grudge.
What is this?
Well, he's not exactly innocent. Yeah. Back to life. You
Yeah.
guys hold on. I'll take care of the electromagnetic screen blocking the path. I just got lucky.
Leave it to me. Just a moment.
My turn? Okay.
Glittery!
Ooh.
Don't you come back to life.
Say hello to my little friend.
Mashir, what's going on? We've almost lost the target.
Where are we going?
Almost done. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
hold on a bit longer.
Almost done, yeah.
Leave it to me.
Mm. Mm.
Don't be scared. I can do it. Glittery!
We gotta kill all these things too.
I just got lucky.
Drown in the abyss.
Drown in the abyss!
Just a moment. I'll have it done in no time.
My word!
This won't hurt.
You know, she might have become a sadist. Oh, we can't do anything about this, can we?
Leave it to Big Sis.
Alright, big sis, we're counting on you. Where are you going? This way. Get whatever this is. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na. Woo! Oh, you know what? I just realized.
A massage? Please, go hard.
What? Go hard, what? Go hard. You know what, that when you get a massage, you want them to go hard anyways. Yeah, you're talking about Enya. You know, I haven't played a whole lot of her versions, but outside of the latest one that you can get on the current banner, none of them are very strong. Over there! Acacia's robot is destroying a wind turbine! Yep, there you go. So, skill DPS. With a fiery explosion, the white blades were sliced into pieces and fell into the ocean. Also, I think this Enya's version is a healer as well, so they're probably not the greatest DPS anyways. Oh, I love Mia. The mech, known as Snowbreak Akuma, was indiscriminately attacking anything it saw in the water park. It looks like it's seriously out of control. Guys, I got a communication request from the adjutant. The terminal made a sound to signal a connection had been established. Fritia withdrew her hands from the terminal and waved them excitedly. But to be more accurate, it was only a one-way text communication. Mauser and I have tried everything to connect to the communication terminal in the cockpit, but this is the best we can do with all of the interference. Okay, great work, you two. Did the adjutant give us any instructions? Let me have a look. As Fritia continued scrolling, 2 messages gradually appeared. Destroy the mech's thrusters one by one to force it to land in the ocean. P.S. Live weapons are now permitted. I would love to get Gatling Gun Katya. She was actually the first Katya I played, and she was a lot of fun. I'm sad I missed her banner. Is this really an order from the adjutant? It sure sounds like him, doesn't it? I know, but if things go wrong and he and Acacia are still in there... If we follow his orders to the letter, nothing will go wrong. Taking out the thrusters one by one will gradually reduce the mech's mobility to move, and the ocean will absorb some of the impact when it falls. Our biggest problem right now is figuring out how to hit the thrusters. Please leave it to me. Here's hoping. 2.5 Katya run, let's go. Marianne's voice was trembling somewhat, but it conveyed an indisputable determination as well. I brought my sniper rifle. My swift sniper rifle. I can lock onto them from a distance. All is silent. Shh. Sniper has to concentrate. The Heimdall operatives exchanged looks with shared determination. In silence, they all came to an agreement. I'm locked on. The first tracking bullet is ready to go. Marianne took a deep breath, aiming at the thruster on the left back side of the mech. It's really far away. Without the help of the tracking system, if the shot misses... Oh, she's getting a rerun this. I am excited for that. Shit. I'm gonna have to save for this. I'm gonna have to save for her now. I was trying to get Enya, but I might have to save for Katya. I'm definitely gonna have to get Katya. Ritia, be quiet, Nya. Let's go. Completely unfazed, Marianne gently pulled the trigger. A bullet shot out of the muzzle like a bolt of lightning. In response, the thruster exploded as expected. Uh-oh. Warning, warning. Left thruster damage. Activating auto repair. Look at Acacia's face. She's got the ditto face. Acacia, can you turn off the auto repair? I'm trying my best. 1 second. Uh-oh. Whoa! Whoa. Suddenly, as if it had sensed what we were doing, the mech shot upward. I don't think you need the 5-star weapon with any of the characters, but with Katya, or with all the characters, you'll at least want to get their 4-star weapon. I believe Tin Can said something to that effect during one of my streams. So, you don't need the 5-star, but the 4-star will be nice. Oopsies, I didn't read that. Acacia didn't react in time and her forehead smacked against the control panel in front of her. Also, Mr. Otak, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Alright, Maheen, have a good one. It was good seeing you again. And I was stuck to my seat. Yeah, so as far as, like, the characters go, You know, I've been using the 5-star Fenny and Mia, and I only have their 4-star weapons, but they're one-shotting like every single enemy I come across. So really, you don't need their weapons. If you want them, that's great, but I did notice that. I did notice that. They got that pistol Steinman thing going. Acacia? Is the Akuma changing its own trajectory? It's flying up higher. What is it trying to do? I don't know, but if I fire another round, it's going down. The girl didn't hesitate, resolutely raising her gun for a second time. Missed. Huh? Another gunshot sounded. However, the bullet ricocheted off some invisible force before it could make contact with the thruster. There's a force field deflecting the bullets. Let me give it a shot. Since our live ammo won't work, why not try a fragmented Titagen arrow? It might work, but you don't have your crossbow, right? Narita girl, the Narita girl. You mean Nita? Narita. Narita? Who said I need my crossbow to shoot an arrow? A trace of smugness flashed through Katya's eyes. As everyone else watched in awe, golden particles of light began gathering behind her. Besides, I always have a crossbow at my fingertips. This gun is just a little trick to make you drop your guard. Oh, right! Narita. Right, I remember. We haven't seen her for a while, but she was also in the Cerulean Limited Time event. Right, she's from the Academica, like Freetia. Soon after, the fluttering, fragmented particles immediately coagulated into a dazzling light. As the light faded, it revealed the silhouette of a crossbow attached to the gun she was holding. I don't have a second to lose. After publicly showcasing a miracle, Katya shouted at the distant target and released an arrow blanketed in light. A burst of fire and oh. You did it! You took out the second thruster! It's falling! But that trajectory doesn't look too good, Nya. At that moment, the Snowbreak Akuma was thrown aside by its own force field after losing its momentum, careening toward the main island. However, just when everyone thought the mech was about to be pulverized, its path veered in another direction once again. I made it. So, are we in the... This is Gene. Is he in the mech? I gritted my teeth, pushed through the pressure bearing down on me, and painstakingly moved up to the front row where Acacia was sitting. Finally, I was able to activate the emergency evacuation procedure. A blue flame shot out of the small emergency thruster on the mech's flank as it awoke. Though small, it was enough to alter the Akuma's course, as well as our fate. Ultimately, the mech avoided smashing into the ground, instead scraping along the edge of the hotel's roof. It finally came to a stop in the center of the towering platform after sliding for some time. Even though both the mech and the roof sustained damage, it was far better than crashing to the ground. I breathed a sigh of relief as I sat in the cockpit. But I couldn't let my guard down just yet. My gaze moved from Acacia, who had just hit her head and been knocked unconscious, to the deformed entry hatch. I picked up my terminal and asked the other operatives to rendezvous at our location. Ritia, what happened? What did the adjutant say? He says he's safe for now, but the hatch is jammed. He needs our help. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get moving. Okay, but it looks like those little bots are coming over again. Enya, what are you laughing about? It's nothing. I just got an idea. We were talking about the tiebreaker before, right? Why don't we have a race? Let's see who can get to the top of the hotel first. Oh, I think they like the idea. After locking eyes for a moment, knowing smiles appeared in their gazes. You don't mind, do you, Katya? Sure enough, you and I are facing off at the very end. Did you have a feeling this would happen? Yeah. I'm sure you guys got tired of those irritating rules a long time ago, right? This time, let's keep it plain and simple. Then we'll see who comes out on top. May the best woman win. So it's a race to reach the adjutant. The two teams didn't say a word. They slowly withdrew, separating from each other. They were back at the starting point, welcoming another round. It was the final game of the competition. So is this next mission gonna be a race? Sprint. Looks like it. It's gonna be a race. Start. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with it.
Well, time to get sweaty again.
Time to get sweaty again. I like that. I am 100% okay with that idea.
I won't give up. Let's go. Then show me what you really got.
Boom. Oh nope, that's as far as we go here. Let's go
This will be a good warm-up.
this way.
Watch out for my... If that's all you've got, you won't last long with me.
That was not what I wanted to do.
Don't worry, it'll be over soon.
I'm not sure what these do. Shoot lasers? Ooh. I almost didn't make that. Stop. Oh no!
Leave this to Big Sis. You guys keep moving.
I'll help too. Yeah.
All done. So,
To protect and embrace everything.
Jesus Christ, she is so thick.
alone is how I work best.
Oh, nope. There's no need for that. We got it.
Don't worry, it'll be over soon.
Again?
We'll slow it down.
Then, Marion, you take care of the adjutant.
Come to Big Sis.
That's it.
Alright. So we gotta go. Where are we going? I go over there by this one. And then this one. And then this one.
Don't worry, it'll be over soon.
Oh. I feel like I might have skipped one of these. Whatever. We got it. Open the gift box. That's it, right? That's it.
That's it. For the boring work.
Boring work. Oh, cutscene. Yeah? Oh, there's Katya and Marianne.
Let's win this! Don't give up. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I'm kind of shocked they can move in this water. Wouldn't they be going down? Because it's so slippery? Uh-oh. Leaving her only opponent in the dust, Katya alone sprinted toward the finish line. I'm the only one left. It's so close I can taste it. Don't look back and you'll be fine. Hang in there. Just hang in there. It was a very cute cutscene. That's probably the best cutscene they've had so far, too. At least in my opinion. The girl edged closer and closer to the finish line. Marianne's gonna swoop in. But at that moment, the strong winds and her exhaustion became obstacles in their own right. Oh no! I'm guessing Marianne's gonna save her, and they're gonna go up together. One little slip could cause her to fall off the platform. It was just like when she was on the wire. Just like before. Out of the way! Her mind was instantly dragged back to the past, several images flashing through her head. That spot in the official competition is mine. Oh! It's those annoying voices again, huh? But this time, I have to push past them. I'm going to... Uh-oh. Are you still feeling out of it, Katya? Uh-oh. A pillar of water splashed in front of Katya, pulling her back to reality. What? Marianne, when did you... With her attention caught by the sudden attack, Katya unconsciously looked back. She realized Marianne was already less than 2 yards away from her. Katya, you're not the only one who's good at creating illusions. Illusions? Really? So that thing I ran into was just an illusion generated from her old exosuit? The adjutant taught me this one. Take this! Back to her senses, Katya watched as the girl drew a squirt gun and aimed at her. She attempted to dodge again, but... Her line of sight unwittingly drifted past Marianne and her gun, landing on the surface of the ocean over 300 feet below. Go down. You're just a nobody. You don't have any talent. There's no way you'll reach the top. Seems like I can't get over my fear of heights, after all. Uh-oh. Katya lost her balance the moment the stream of water hit her face. Oh, she's calling the adjutant's name. She instinctively reached out for something to grab onto. She found nothing but the wind blowing through her hair. In the end, was allowing gravity to pull her body downward the only choice? No, not at all. An invisible yet powerful gust of wind lifted not only her body but also her will to continue on. Fragmented Titagen had intertwined their fates like a thread. Without even realizing it, Katya had already unconsciously projected her feelings for Jinwoo onto the wind. Yeah, maybe I am completely irredeemable. Damn, that's a hot image. Girls playing the guitar. That's an aesthetic I can get behind. I didn't become a rock star like I dreamed of, so she wanted to be a rock star? I let my chance to become a battle idol slip away. I even became a deplorable mercenary. But even though that's all true, if those twists and turns were all part of the path that led to him, then maybe I can muster up the courage to conquer gravity. All of my troubles seem so distant. Adjusting her posture, Katya immediately felt a limitless energy coursing through her body. So fast. Aye. She caught up with Marianne again, cutting through the air like an arrow. I can't pull up ahead, but I'm not giving up. I don't know who to root for here. Though Katya is my favorite, so I guess I should root for her. I mean, between the two. The girls' figures transformed into two brilliant lightning bolts. They repeatedly crisscrossed before reaching the final stretch. I ain't doing that. With roars that echoed throughout the sky, the two girls finally reached the finish line simultaneously. So does this mean they're gonna have the adjutant at the same time? I did it. I stuck out until the very end. I kept my promise to the adjutant. You go, Marianne. Finally, I can finally stand up high next to Jinwoo and look out into the distance. So they both accomplished what they set out to do. However, the crisis still hadn't been averted. This beach episode is getting intense. System. Thruster repair complete. Restarting in 10 seconds. A concerning red light suddenly began to flash in the dim cockpit. Alarms blared, layering over one another. The berserk Akuma that had only just been shot down had now finished repairing itself, and it was ready to come back to life. I used a seatbelt to fasten Acacia, still unconscious, to the front of my body. I then picked up my terminal system and gave my final order to the operatives. Defeat the rogue Snowbreak Akuma. So that's the final boss. This might be the most intense beach episode I have ever seen. Bum 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 bum. It's a Gundam! No, wait. I'm kidding, that doesn't actually look like a Gundam.
This will be a good warm-up. This is where I shine.
Time to fix this.
Let's see you run from this.
Let's speed things up.
Leave it to me. Just a moment.
Oh, watch out for my trap.
Uh-oh, that froze me.
I have analyzed your dodge power.
You know, it is pretty cute, I will say. I do agree with you on that.
My full power.
Uh-oh. Damn.
I'll cut you down.
If that's all you've got, you won't last long with me.
Come to fix this. Leave it to me. I can take more.
I don't doubt she can take more.
I'll cut you down.
Watch out for my trap.
I'll cut you down.
Come to fix this.
Let's see you run from this.
Just a moment. I'll have it done in no time.
Oh.
Alone is how I work best.
I'll cut you down.
Damn.
All
I
done.
won't stop
So easy.
here.
There we go. Wait, you fucking see? I had no idea.
Naughty.
Every single time that's shown up in like the Neuralink game, I've just killed it the normal way without destroying the shield. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Kagineko. Warning. Warning. Severe damage sustained. Reactor temperature reaching critical threshold. Remaining energy supply insufficient. Will soon cease function. What happened? Just as the Snowbreak Akuma stopped functioning, Acacia finally woke up. However, activating projectile escape device. Pilots, prepare yourselves. Eh? Be careful. She woke up. She literally woke up just to get ejected. Uh-oh, what's going on now? Adjutant! Boom. Dear Lord. With a deafening bang, the small cockpit smashed through the warped steel door and sailed onto the platform as everyone watched in shock. Then Katya comes to the rescue. As the scorched black hatch was cut open, two worried faces came into view under the moonlight. Adjutant, are you hurt? He looks fine. I'm sorry. Perhaps due to guilt, or because she hadn't fully awoken yet, the girl in my arms clung to my collar and refused to look up. I'm so sorry. This time, it was all my fault. Acacia, why did you do all this? Let me explain. Jinu, explain the situation. I then spent a significant amount of time explaining this whole saga to everyone. Katya and Marianne also told me about their race. I see. So Acacia misunderstood us. But it's all cleared up now. So do we need another tiebreaker? As Phrygia made this flippant comment, all of the girls' gazes shifted to me. I don't think we need to do that. Didn't you already fulfill the ultimate goal you set out to achieve during this competition? Sure. Can I really keep that mentality until oh right, this is a flashback quote from earlier. After that final sprint, I think I got the answer I was looking for. I've always believed that hugging the adjutant is way more important than any competition. That's Big Sister Enya for you. She's the One-sama. This is the first swimsuit I've ever worn. I'm just happy to be able to wear it in front of my beloved adjutant. Such a sweetie. Cherno's such a good girl. Me too! Changxin's a good girl too, but in a different way. You're so easy to please. I won't be happy until I'm the only heroine in this story. Yeah. You really are obsessed. Of course. But I'm willing to relax my standards a bit if you need me to, Adjutant. Huh. A pair of blue eyes glistened outside of the group. I guess I really enjoyed myself too. Katya was leaning on the railing as she looked up at the sky. I was unsure if she was talking to us or simply mumbling to herself. But soon after, a smile returned to Katya's face after she noticed I was staring at her, and she waved at me. So, since we don't have a winner, why don't we change up the grand prize? Right, the prize was the first night with the Adjutant. We said the winning team would be first to stay with the Adjutant tonight, and the order would be based on individual scores, right? But considering the results, why don't we change it to one person from each team gets to stay with the Adjutant first at the same time? Then the rest join the fun in order based on individual scores. So, I think Marianne and Katya are going to be getting the Adjutant first would be my guess. That sounds interesting. So, they're going from a threesome to a orgy? That's a really bold suggestion. Doesn't sound like something you'd say, Caroline. Caroline blushed as she cleared her throat. Just got a message. Hang on one second, you guys. Not me. Don't worry. Friendly reminder, you have a 3:30 appointment, right? So, I will probably be getting ready after this. Ahem. Well, I just want to make everyone happy. Anyway, if I insisted we had to stick to the original rules, you'd just refuse. Probably. So I'll have to ask the Adjutant, Marianne, and Katya to squeeze in tonight. I'm fine with that. Of course you are, Adjutant. Oh, yep, Acacia. Of course you are. We can always count on her for the meta commentary. She's basically the audience at this point. I'm okay with that too. But before that, should we go to the hot springs together? I saw a small one behind the hotel when I was high up in the air just now. Wow, can I come too? I've been sweating quite a bit too. How about we all go to the hot spring together? I'm sure the Adjutant has no ulterior motives. These steps are so slippery. Can I hold on to you, Adjutant? How sly, Nya. Can't believe you're using that as an excuse to get close to the Adjutant. I don't think Cherno is actually sly enough to do that. She's a good girl. That's not what's happening here. Poor Cherno's getting accused of something she didn't do. We've been soaking for a bit now. Adjutant, want me to scrub your back? So Akuma is constantly getting referenced. He's basically like a cameo at this point. Wait, leave this to me. I brought special exfoliating towel and some cupping supplies. Oh, cupping. So I actually get cupped quite often when I go to a masseuse. Like they cup your certain parts of your body to help improve blood flow. Okay, I've got an idea. I'll handle the Adjutant's front. You can handle his back, Chengxing. Let's get to work. You know what? It would be pretty funny if Acacia's new kit, like her ultimate, has her summon the Akuma and get in it. Poor Acacia. Are you still thinking about what happened earlier? Yeah. I feel really ashamed. La la la, rub-a-dub. Soak it in the tub. She really is a child. Don't worry too much. If you're still upset, just look at Freetia, and all the bad feelings inside you will just float away. That's right. Watch out! Water bolt attack! Pew pew pew! Pew pew pew. I remember there was a subtitle where they actually did pew pew pew. Adjutant. Watch out. Whew. I was so alert just now. I didn't think I'd fall asleep in the adjutant's arms just like that. I'm kind of tired too, Nya. Should we let Marianne and Katya enjoy the rest of their time with the adjutant? Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow morning, adjutant. Come on, cuties. Follow your big sis. Follow One-sama. Ara ara. And then there were 3. Things have finally quieted down after a long, noisy day. Yeah, I feel the same. But it's starting to get a little cold. Then, should we head back to the room? Sure. What do you think, Katya? I don't really feel that cold. Sorry, I'm a little tired today. I want to keep soaking for a bit. You guys can go ahead. She's being very generous. Katya submerged the bottom half of her face in the water and closed her eyes. Okay, that's fine, just don't catch a cold. Don't worry, I'll get out in a minute. Does this mean the adjutant's dreams of a threesome aren't going to happen? Oh, flashback. To the beginning. You're not feeling well. Oh, no, they're just flashing through each scene. Did you tell me why you were afraid of heights and what you were worried about? So the first scene was the beginning, the second scene was around the halfway point, and then there's the end. He already noticed it a long time ago. After making sure the adjutant had left, I'm not gonna answer that. The girl slowly moved to the seat she was just sitting in. I was like that in the beginning, slowly following him by every trace he left behind, but there's a draft here. No wonder he was cold. Ariane took my hand in hers and sat down in front of the coffee table. Her wine-red eyes penetrated the warm light and steam radiating off her skin, fixing on me attentively. The girl then spoke with a smile.
Adjutant,
Oh,
the water temperature in the hot springs just now was perfect, right?
I don't know about the water, but this image is perfect. Yeah, it was. There were so many people to pay attention to, so I feel even more exhausted now. Did I say something odd?
Huh?
Oh, I don't have to say anything.
It's nothing. Adjutant, can you hear that?
I will say, while the voice acting is not top-notch, I really like the voices they chose.
My heart is beating out of my chest. It won't stop.
Because we're the only 2 people here. We're so close. How close exactly?
I guess I'm a weirdo after all.
I mean, we already knew this because she's a masochist.
No matter how many times or for how long, my mind just does this when I'm with you. It's full of ridiculous thoughts. But sometimes I feel really conflicted. I always think about how great it would be if there wasn't anyone else. Is that a little selfish?
Do you think it's unfair to everyone else?
Especially after what happened today, I'm even more sure.
That it's unfair.
It looks like everyone, for the most part, is thinking the same thing as me. But in the end, I'm the only one who
It's normal to feel like that. I don't think you'd call it selfish.
Huh?
Think about it. On the emotional level, at the very least, we aren't objects. Interpersonal relationships aren't about owning something or not. Emotions can't be erased by simple transactions alone. After pouring your own emotions into something, I feel like it's human nature to want a response that belongs to you alone. It's just an incredibly normal feeling that each and every one of us experiences. Harshly simplifying and labeling that as selfish is a little cold, don't you think?
Is that how you feel?
God, I hope we get this as a norm. I want the voices. Yeah. If there's something you want, you can tell me anytime. And I'll do my best to give you a response just like I promised this morning.
I thought you
Wake
might say
up! Why
that,
don't you put on a little makeup?
But sure enough,
Good morning, Taiwan Ping Lord. The girl's furrowed brow gradually relaxed, a smile blooming on her face like a bellflower once more.
I still go helpless whenever you show me this side of you. Compared to when you're an imposing commander, your tender and considerate side is even more charming.
Damn, she got rizzed good.
But I still hope you can be more candid, at least when you're alone with me.
You know, the purple streak in her hair is also a really nice touch.
You can confide in me once in a while.
What do you mean?
I can hear your heartbeat loud and clear. It's different from that night.
At night.
I think there must be something else on your mind, right?
She got me. When two people have a connection, they can feel each other's heartbeats. I see. We can't hide anything from each other.
Actually, I don't dislike that feeling. I'm just a little worried. I'm worried you'll suppress your feelings. I'm worried you'll keep everything you want to say to yourself just to protect my emotions.
Oh, I didn't read that. Whatever.
Actually, after experiencing so much together, I've been satisfied for a long time.
Can I finish this in time for my adjustments? I don't want to skip anything, but at the same time, as night crept into the room, we reminisced as we gazed at each other through the thin layer of steam.
You were carved into my heart a long time ago. A memory that belongs to us and us alone.
Is that it? Please tell me that's it. No, that's not it. With that, Marianne rested her chin in her hand, revealing a reserved yet cunning grin. Now, I just need one more response. Stronger and more precise than before. Why no voice? Is she getting naked? No, never mind. She wrapped her slender fingers around my neck, kissing my parched lips. In an instant, a fruity sweetness paired with warm breath burst into my mouth and spread through my chest. In response, I reached out and hugged her tightly once again, her body gradually heating up in my arms. After a long time passed, Marianne reluctantly pulled away. I'm sorry, I lost control for a moment. If I don't calm down now, I'm afraid it will never end. I don't think the adjutant minds. Adjutant, should we go get Katya? Yeah, let's go together. Before I could finish my sentence, a quick knock sounded at the door. Adjutant, we have a problem. Katya took a boat and ran off. We have no idea where she went. What? Upon hearing this, I felt my heart immediately tighten, like something had a hold on me. Ritia's hair tie fell into the hot spring. We went back to look for it. We found this. Caroline handed me a piece of paper. Sorry, Adjutant. I'll let Marianne have this opportunity tonight. Compared to playing by the rules, I prefer surprise attacks anyway. Oh gosh. That's very Katya of her. I'm going to look for her. Marianne, you can... I'm going too. Marianne gripped my hand tightly, but she soon hesitated as if she realized something. We should probably split up. That way we can cover more ground. Sure. In contrast to the heat and noise of the day, the nighttime ocean seemed shallow. He seemed to swallow everything up, including the temperature. Alright, I'm going to have to skip this. So we're just going to skip. I really do have to get to that appointment. So we're going to skip whatever they said there. Apologize, you guys. Really quickly, we're heading out. I'm not even going to get all the things that I normally do for my dailies. You guys have a really good one. I'm not even going to bother putting on the ending stream thing. And I'll just do this stream ending. There we go. You guys have a really good one. Thank you for joining me. I have an adjustment today, so I'm getting my bones popped back into place. And yeah, thanks for